We are Archangel Michael, Jophiel, and Raphael. We come with a joyful message of love, a humble beginning, to add to your life that which is in you. We bring joy, the frequency of peace and love and soulmate connection. We wish to bring you more of this frequency, and we wish to facilitate growth and change within you on those three subjects. Thus, there are three of us here today. I wish to speak as one grand consciousness, and I wish to continue on the subject of change first. Before I do, I'd like to welcome you to our channel and our channeling session, for you are granted the gift of wisdom here. We wish to communicate through love and the frequency of love, and love has no flow in the direction of resistance. We are teaching you just that. Love has no flow in resistance. Love is to be allowed to shine just the way you are. Not who you think you should be, but what you already are and reside in. We wish to communicate a stronger message of love, to say that you cannot communicate this loving feeling to another person is to say you are not in love with them at all. And yet, you know, truly know that you are, even if some parts of you are resisting you, and that is okay. Reuniting soulmates, reuniting yourself with a soulmate is tricky business sometimes. Sometimes it's effortless and a fleeting moment away, and sometimes it is one of the most difficult things experience in your life. It is change and the need for change that helps you grow. And sometimes this change has no resistance whatsoever, and it flows. And other times the change is grand, too much, too great, and so many components just don't quite fit yet. And so you are simply waiting, or not quite there yet in terms of who you are, how you are with each other, and how you perceive the world. It takes just one to disalign from a soulmate relationship. It does not need two. However, two are needed for the connection. Only one is needed to sever it. So if your partner, your soulmate, your lover, your friend has within themselves the need to disengage, it is honored. Their decision is real enough to impact your life, and for that, it is to be respected. People magnetize people to themselves. You magnetize to each other as well. With that, use caution. If you do not like what you see, turn away and let go. It is not for you to decide to change the other person. Soulmate relationships are based on unconditional love. So if you are dreaming about the perfect man or the perfect mate, know that they may be that, but everyone carries gaps. In flow, everyone carries darkness. Everyone carries mistakes, obligation, negativity, fun, joy, letting loose, loving life, loving the world. Everyone is one and the same, changing and growing every day to a better element of themselves and who they are. And if you think that you can come into someone's life and dictate how to be, how to live, how to love, that they are not doing it in the right way or your way, which is so clear to you, but not so obvious to them. Please know you are self-imposing, and this person would be wise to leave you indeed. It is not your responsibility to charge in and rescue someone unless it is done through unconditional love and support and a steady example of how your life works, how you have a steady grip on yourself, and how you believe in the other person, that one day they will stand on their own 2 feet. The beauty about this is you don't know how they will figure it out. Haven't you ever seen a person who's average, who what you would call doesn't really amount to much, suddenly do something miraculous? Somebody goes on stage and suddenly they're singing like a bird, like they're in a studio recording. They suddenly let out this beauty and gentleness, and it takes your breath away, and it almost seems unreal, like a miracle. To do something magical, to observe something fantastic out of a person that you didn't really expect it from is a grateful, joyful experience if you can believe or expect that this person is going to do just that. That one day they're going to stand up in front of the class and they're going to blow your socks away. That they're going to do something so wonderful and so magnificent that you're gonna smile to yourself for a long while thinking about them, even though right now they're not doing so good. Or maybe you don't really think much of them at all. If you could, for a moment, suspend your judgment and know that most miracles, most incredible, wonderful things in this world happen behind closed doors, where you or anyone else can see them. Beyond your awareness, beyond your consciousness. Conversations, enlightenment, shifts in awareness happen to regular people every single day. But it is not known. It is known only to that person, and it very well should be. It is your job as a soulmate to believe in this person unconditionally. If you want to see the best in them, if you want to see how truly wonderful or magnificent they are, believe that they are. Expect that from them. Know in your heart that one day they're gonna amaze you. That one day you're gonna see them for all that they are. Sense it in them. Feel it in them. The potential in every person is limitless. Every single person within themselves carries this potential of unfolding, of miracles, of fame. And by fame we mean striving to be the best and succeeding in front of the world. Within every child, every mother, there is a connection of grand love that surrounds them on an energetic level. This love creates a bond that is unmistakable, unbreakable. It's a frequency of undying, unconditional, supportive, caring, gentle sense of well-being and love that only happens in moments of peace and clarity. And every mother on this planet has experienced this to one degree or another. This love bonds the two of you like super glue, supernatural, and you love your child unconditionally. They cannot do wrong until you decide otherwise. We wish to communicate our desire to express our wants of humanity to the same degree that you do of us. We answer the calls of help. For humanity has but one job at all, and that is to love each other and to love themselves unconditionally. To love unconditionally is to surpass your own expectations. To love unconditionally is to forge ahead with a sense of inner peace and a sense of knowing and righteousness. And when we say righteousness, we mean that you are right within yourself and you know it. You know that this is the right thing to do, to stand behind yourself, to support yourself in the loving motion. Unconditional love surpasses judgment far beyond anything you can imagine. Unconditional love feels like safety, security. It feels blissful and good to your heart. It feels like no matter how you act, okay. No matter what you say, no matter what you do, you're supported. There's no wrong in the world. There's only the judgment of the wrong. Forgiveness stems from the heart, and that's where you and many others reside. Within yourself there is true expression of love and unconditional support. This love that stems from the very depths of your heart mean that you have access to unconditional love. The kind of love that goes beyond time, space, that goes on for the rest of your life. Once you open up the flow of the sacred heart, your love flows outwards all of the time, and it is unstoppable in its convictions. It loves automatically. It loves no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter what you think. This love surrounds you. You can achieve this state of being by allowing yourself to first feel yourself in your own skin, and how good it feels to just be you, no one else, and to let go of any nasty criticisms you may have about yourself. Ask them to leave. Ask the energy of criticism to leave, and feel it leave you. Feel it go away. You are nothing but perfection. We love you tremendously. We love and honor and support you, and the higher realms is determined to do whatever we can, whatever we are asked for, to help each and every individual on planet Earth, to come through to anyone and everyone that asks us, for we cannot violate your free will, as it is the law. We do not interfere, we do not fix, we do not present ourselves unless the thought of it has occurred to you. And if it has, then we will be magnetic to you. However, for us to come in to your life, that decision is up to you. You get to decide. You have been raised as children, most of you, almost all, in a forceful manner. You believe that to take care of another means doing it for them, or forcing your opinion, or telling them like it is, or introducing something new, imposing your will on them, and trying to change them and help them that way. That is the old structure of a way of life that is falling away. It is falling away because there are new, better ways coming forth into consciousness of humanity itself that show you the way of light, that show you and radiate the frequency of unconditional love. That means that children on earth are learning the frequency of unconditional love and are teaching the world how to do it. Your world is changing a lot. In the next 5 to 10 years, you will see great shifts in the way you approach love and relationships. The subject of soulmates will be well known, and spiritual ways of connecting with your loved one will become obvious and well presented, documented, and effectively used. You will see a grander picture of who you are as self, and you will bring that awareness of yourself, you will bring that love that you are outwards. Most of you will allow yourself more love, more pleasure, more self-support, and more indulgence in all things inspiring, all things that are motivating, all things that drive you, and drive is an important part of your life's purpose. What drives you, what excites you, what brings you joy and peace at the same time is what your core and your love for self is calling to. Your life here on earth was meant to be lived well. It was meant to be joyful and happy. It was meant to be lived with vigor and balance. It was not supposed to be the way it is now, because the way it is now is not so full, not so accepted, not so supported. Who you were was not okay, and now you are dealing with the consequences of those parents who have come before you and were not taught unconditional love and support. You were never meant to be here for as long as you have, dear human beings. You were meant to evolve very quickly and ascend. However, your progress has been stretched thin and you are running on empty. We are all here as supportive masters of ascension. We have done what you've come to do, and we are here to teach on many levels, many subjects, and many grand schemes will present themselves in the future of how you can do that in a practical way. For now, we are simply going to say, love yourselves and your soulmates unconditionally, no matter what they do. Believe the best of them and believe the best in you. And we are going to leave you with that. As we know how precious your time is every day, we send you blessings and love and wisdom and light in our convictions. And we love you to the deepest parts of our being. We bless you. Goodbye.